So they all fly back to Chicago. For 2 years, nothing happens. Then, October 17th, 2024, grand jury brings back an indictment of Vonnie, Dee, Boogie, Flocka, and Brown Eyes, as well as Lil Durk for murder for hire, conspiracy to commit murder for hire resulting in death, discharge of a firearm, and a machine gun, and furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. And I remember I got this news as I'm interviewing Terrence Gangster Williams. I'm like, oh shit, a bunch of Durk's guys got arrested. And then a few hours later, Lil Durk buys 3 plane tickets, all one way. One to Switzerland, one to Dubai, both of which don't have extradition policies. This was mentioned in the actual paperwork. He doesn't board any of these 2 flights. They're both commercial flights. Then he books a private flight to Italy. And he gets arrested by the feds as he's trying to board the flight. Not actually getting on the flight, but he was in the vicinity of the airport, and they snatched him up.
By the way, the feds trumped that up. There isn't a all-around bilateral extradition treaty with those countries, but they do extradite. Like
100%.
Yeah, like they're not going to be like, hey, we have the murderer, but we're not sending him back. Like, no, they're going to send you back. They might go through their own proceedings of saying, hey, is the crime that you did there, is it something that would be punished, especially if certain things, like, for example, if, in certain countries, it is punishable by death to be gay. If you go to other countries, they're not going to extradite you. It's not illegal here. We're not sending this guy back for you to kill him.
Yeah. If there's a country without a death penalty and you're being sent back and getting the death penalty, they might keep you possibly in jail in that other country. Yeah, they're not just going to let you walk around.
Yeah, until that's kind of like figured out.
Worked out.
Or they might have to come to a deal. We're not going to kill him. We're going to take that off the table. Right. And then they might send him back.
Then they might send him back. Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, the U.S. does so much business with Dubai. So many Americans go to Dubai. I've been to Dubai and I spent over $100,000. Like, so many billions of dollars go back and forth. Oh, yeah, it was awesome. It was my birthday. Yeah, I turned 50.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, no porta potty activities, though.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's why I keep hearing about Dubai, man.
Porta potty activities? What?
They be shitting on people over there, man. You don't see these Instagram models getting flown out and getting shit on?
my family.
Oh,
no, it's not. It doesn't like that. No,
listen, when people hear Dubai, anytime I see a girl on Instagram and she says Dubai as a tag, I said, damn, somebody shit it in the middle of her chest.
There was no camel fellatio or any of the other crazy stuff you hear over there. It was just a nice trip with my family.
Okay. You got to clarify that these days, Vlad. You never know.
We stayed in one of the nicest hotels. It was dope, right? But I'm going to tell you that if the U.S. says, hey, we got this murderer in your country who just managed to slip by before we can arrest him, we're going to need him back. You think Dubai's going to say, no, you can't have him back? They're like, okay, we'll just pass some laws to not allow travel from America to Dubai if you want to pull this bullshit.
They're going to give him back, first of all.
On a platter.
Dubai's been courting U.S., travelers and also U.S. businesses to come there.
Yeah, no, Dubai, I remember I actually looked it up when I went there, right? What happened is the royal family in Dubai realized at one point the oil is going to run out, right? At some point in the future, they're going to drill up all the oil and everything that the economy is based on is going to start to go in decline. So they said, we're going to be the Las Vegas of the Middle East.
Okay.
I mean, without the drugs and the prostitutes and everything else like that.
I like the fact no crime. That's my type of spot.
There's no crime. They're opening a casino.
Really?
They're opening the first casino in Dubai.
I want to see how that goes. Casino bring crime.
Yeah, man. Look, well, possibly, depending on how you run it.
Yeah, they gonna
you don't mess around over there.
They're going to have to throw a couple niggas off a couple buildings to make sure,
right.
Yo, listen, y'all fuck around. Y'all know how we get down over here.
No, look, that is a central point in the Middle East. And Saudi Arabia is trying to do something similar as well. But they're trying to make it a destination location for when the oil runs out. And they're doing a pretty good job of it. But, I know Durk was over there and they gave him some little something from the royal family or whatever else. Maybe he thought, okay, they're gonna hide me. They're not hiding anybody. They're going to send you right the fuck back to America. Take your murdering ass back over there. We don't want a piece of this. We're trying to keep a good relationship with America.
I'm surprised that you ain't come with your Diddy quote. Durk should have just left 2 years before.
He should have, actually.
Man, they would have caught. Listen, they would have caught wherever he was going to go.
Not in Russia. He could have gone to Russia.
Listen.
He could have gone to Russia.
Are you standing on that Russia's just taking U.S. murderers and be like, yeah, we're not handing this back?
Absolutely, 100%. 100%. America has just sent, for the first time, long-range missiles to the Ukraine that are powerful enough to get into Russia itself.
Yeah, but
America is killing Russians through a third party. So you mean to tell me that if they had an American that was charged with killing other Americans in Russia, they would give them right back? No. They would keep them.
No.
They would keep them over there and say, fuck you, America, take that.
Yeah, but they're not about to give that person a good life.
Well, if the person is a multi-millionaire, for example, Steven Seagal's over there right now, living it up. He got a bunch of rape charges in America. He's living a good life in Russia right now.
Is he technically on the run?
Technically, yeah.
You're telling me Steven Seagal is on the run?
Yes, in Russia. So is Edward Snowden.
Okay, that's a little bit different situation.
He leaked out a bunch of secrets. He's facing life.
Yeah,
for treason.
Yeah, but what he did is it affects geopolitics. What we're talking about with somebody like Steven Seagal, we only know that guy for, like, you know what I mean, not being able to get hit in his movies, man. Like that nigga was always with this type of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit, if he did that in real life, that's crazy. But okay, all right, I'll take your word for that.
Yeah. They could have been chilling over there. Listen, if I know I got a big criminal case hanging over me, I'm going to go right back to Russia, get a round trip
like,
ticket.
You saying that as, listen, if you catch even a parking ticket, they going to make sure, yo, Vlad has booked a flight to Russia. What?